In this video, I'm going to show you how to raise and support this Ram 1500, whether you're on the side of the road changing a tire, in your driveway, or in a professional shop. Let's get into it. You want to make sure the vehicle is on a level, hard surface, no sand, gravel, or ice, and set the parking brake. On the passenger side, you can see this cover. We want to pull that off right under here. Grab this, pull it out, and slide it forward. See there's a wing nut right here. I'm going to take that up. It's holding down the jack and the tools. Take that off. You can take the tool bag off the jack. Take the tools out of the bag. Before you raise the vehicle up, you want to lower the spare tire. We're going to use these tools. Slide these together. And then right next to the license plate, there's an area where you slide this in. And lower down the spare tire. Just twist it counterclockwise. Slide the spare tire out. You have to loosen it a little more. Tip it up and push the center through. Slides right out. What you need to do is slide this up and twist it so that it goes through the center of the wheel. This jack is only for emergency situations where you're going to replace a tire when you're out on the road. This is not for working on your vehicle at home. And we're just going to twist this, raise it up. Underneath the front lower control arm, on the back side of it, you want to lift it up right there. Get that to line up. And we can add the hook. And the other extensions. And just take a little bit of pressure off the tire. Before we raise the tire off the ground, we're going to loosen up the lug nuts. You want to take the tire iron and we're going to loosen up the lug nuts. Because if you don't do it now, when the wheel's off the ground, the wheel's just going to spin. Now we can raise the tire off the ground. Right, that tire's off the ground. Now we can take the lug nuts off. And grab the wheel and slide it off. Just temporarily take the wheel and put it underneath the frame of the vehicle just in case the vehicle happens to fall. Now slide the spare on, go over the lugs. Take the lug nuts, get those started. And with the tire iron, just bring the lug nuts down as tight as you can before we lower the vehicle. All right, those are snugged just as tight as you can get with the wheel not touching the ground. Now we can remove the wheel for safety. You can throw it in the bed of the truck. We can lower the jack down so the wheel is touching the ground. It's good right there. Make sure the wheel doesn't turn and tighten the lug nuts down. Again, in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Just go around again. And that's good. Now I can lower the jack all the way. Then you can pull the jack out. And that's how you change the front tire if you're in an emergency situation on the side of the road. If you're changing one of the rear tires, the procedure is going to be very similar. You want to start by pushing down on the parking brake, making sure you're on level surface, and then raise with the emergency jack right here underneath the differential on the side, closest to the tire, get it started, and just raise up a little bit. At that point, you can loosen up the lug nuts with the wheel not spinning. Once those are loose, you can raise the tire so it's off the ground. That wheel is off the ground. Now you can change the tire. Once the new tire is on, you can lower it down so that it's touching the ground. Once it's touching the ground, tighten up those lug nuts and lower it the rest of the way. Now you want to pull up the hoist for the spare tire so it's not dragging on the ground. Take the tools, put those back in the bag. All right, those are good. Take the jack, you want to screw this back down. All right, that's all the way down. And just attach this. Wrap the straps around it and slide it under the seat. Take the wing nut, get that started, and tighten it down. Take the cover, slide in the back part first. And push it in place. Now I'm going to show you how to use a standard jack. If you're doing a repair at your house, you want to do this on a level, solid surface, not sand or snow. You want to start by putting the parking brake on. Now with the floor jack underneath the frame of the vehicle, right where the cross member is, there's a little bump down. You can raise it up right there. The wheel off the ground. You want to use a jack stand, raise it up so it's on the flat part of the frame. And we can lower the floor jack so it's solid on the jack stand. You can do the same on the other side. To lower it down, I'm just going to use the jack, raise it up so the frame's off the jack stand, slide the jack stand out, and you can lower the vehicle down. On the rear of the vehicle, with the floor jack underneath the center of the differential, you can raise it up. Get the wheels off the ground with the jack stand underneath as far out as possible. Right there. You can put one on both sides and lower the floor jack down. Then you're safe to work on the truck. When you're done, raise the rear differential so the tension's off the jack stand. Lower the jack stand, slide it out, and lower the floor jack. You want to center the vehicle on the lift, and on the front, go as far forward as possible in front of where this cross member is, but not as far forward as where the slant is. So you don't want to be on the slant in the front. There's a nice flat section right here. On the back of the vehicle, have the arm as far back as possible, right where the frame attaches to the lower control arm. Right under that bolt is a good spot to raise the vehicle from.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.